Again, the 3x3 basketball is being played for the very first time in the Southeast Asian Games. 2 medals, 2 gold medals at stake. One in the women's and one in the men's. 3x3 basketball, of course, a feature of FIBA, and will also be played for the very first time in the Olympics at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic. We are coming from the Phil Oil Flying V Arena for 3x3 basketball right in the heart of Metro Manila in San Juan City. And we are just about getting ready for the introduction of our first semifinal game in the women's division. This is 3x3 basketball featuring the Philippines and Vietnam. First team to be called out is the Philippine women's national team in 3x3, featuring Jack Animam, number 10. Number 3, April Bernardino. Number 17, Claire Castro. And number 7, Janine Pontejos. Strong, tall Philippine side, featuring players that are playing in the top university leagues, as well as, of course, the best women players, part of the national team, even on the 5-on-5 side. And now the Vietnam team being called out. First called is number 14, Kim Can Bui. Number 8, Thi Ngoan Hyun. Number 23, Thi Yen Van Tran. And number 17 is Nguyen Ngoc Beach. Vietnam finished with a 2-4 record.
There you have it, Team Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen.
They lost to the Philippines the first time they met in the preliminary round, 21-14. So this is a team that will be challenged. Of course, their top player is Hyun, number 8. She's got a lot of moves, knows how to create her shots. They've got their outside gunners as well, in the person of Tran. And Bui is the player that plays inside. Very active on the floor. Of course, on the other hand, Claire Castro has been a tower of power together with Jack Animam, but it has been April Bernardino who has been the ball of energy, and Janine Pontejos, the heart and soul of this team, as we begin the hostilities, first semifinals of 3x3 basketball in the Southeast Asian Games. And the first basket picked up by Jack Animam. Quickly a steal and a basket for the Philippines as they go up quickly, 2-0 here. Errant pass coming from Bui. Supposed to go to Tran, and it will be a turnover against Vietnam, something that they cannot afford against a much taller and more polished team like the Philippines. Pontejos inside to Claire Castro at the top of the key. Castro is working the paint, turns around, and it's a 3-0 count for the Philippines. Tran with an outside shot, no. Bui gets the rebound, kicks it out to Hyun. They need some points on the board. Hyun, that's her style. She will dip her body into the defender, and it looks like they're going to pick on Janine Pontejos, the smallest of the Philippine players. Hyun will go to the line, hoping to get Vietnam's first point. Misses that one. Usually a reliable free throw shooter, and she gets a deuce from long distance. So she didn't want the one, she wanted the two. Vietnam cuts down the lead of the Philippines to just 1 point. Jack Animam with a left hand. Simply no one to contest her. Philippines up by 2. Drive by Tran. No. Rebound by Jack. Gives it out to Claire Castro. Back to Jack Anima. Again, the smaller Tran. Keeping an eye on Jack Animam. Outside shot by Hyun. And that's back-to-back hits here for Hyun. 4 points in the game to tie the score at 4. Bernardino goes baseline. Gives it to Jack, and there's a foul against Hyun just as the shot clock expired. So that'll mean a free throw coming up for Jack Animam. One of the more celebrated players of the Philippines, member of the top collegiate team in the University Athletics Association of the Philippines, and a 6-time champion in the UAAP. Good free throw coming from Jack Animam to give the Philippines a 1-point lead, and another basket here, this time coming from Bui. So Vietnam all of a sudden on top by 1 on the back of 3 2-point shots. Here's Bui again, and she hits it again. That's 4 2-point shots now for Vietnam, and they have a 3-point lead. Pontejos trying to answer back, no, and the ball will sail out. So Vietnam is taking a 3-point lead under 8 minutes to play. Vietnam shooting well from the outside as the Philippine defenders forced to stretch their defense. And the crowd, the host team now getting the support of the crowd. Hyun with a layup, missing that one. Bernardino looking inside. She will take a 2. No. Rebound picked up by Hyun. 7:39 remaining. Ball tapped out by Jack Animam. Vietnam playing a very methodical game. Nguyen Ngoc Bic now in the game. She replaced Bui, or rather she replaced Tran. Smaller lineup, so the Philippines pulls out Castro. Here's Pontes given a good screen. Open 2, no. Gets it back, another 2-point shot, no. 2 open shots here for Janine Pontejos, usually reliable from that distance. They go to Nguyen. Ball almost stolen, it will go out of bounds, it will go to the Philippines. Slow to get up is Hyun. Seems okay though, she's checking her knees. 3-point lead for Vietnam on the back of 4 2-point shots so far. They have been impeccable from long distance. Inside play, tapped. Good defense by Vietnam. Here's Hyun, inside to Tran. Jen, that's an open layup. Vietnam on top by 4. And then Animam is wide open on a good pass by Bernardino. The Philippines cuts down the lead to 3, 9-6. Tran, that may have been steps. She got away with that. Pontes for 2. No. Still can't find her range. Bernardino drives, goes up. Beautiful strong move from April Bernardino. And then she takes the ball away from Tran. Then she grows up again. And Bernardino playing like a woman possessed here. April Bernardino with 2 quick points, coming off a steal, trying to energize this Philippine team. That's the first layup, then the steal, then the second layup. And all of a sudden, the Philippines within 1 point of that Vietnam lead. Philippines finished first in the preliminary round. Vietnam finished 4th with only 2 wins to show. But so far, they have come up with a strong performance early on in this game. The Philippines starting to crank up their defense, down by 1 with 6:22 remaining. Layup by Bui, and there's a foul again by Pontejos. Again, they're attacking the defense of Janine Pontejos. And Bui Kim Nan will go to the line for a free throw, and she converts. It's a 2-point lead for Vietnam. 6 minutes and change. There's Pontejos, beautiful layup off the glass. Down to 1-point lead. There's a steal by Pontejos. Inside pass to Castro. No! That was a sorry miss. She gets it back and she puts it in. Good hustle there by Pontejos, and the lead has been wiped out. It's a 10-all game, and now there's a delay, or is this a traveling? I think it'll be a traveling against Bowie. There's that first sorry miss, then the ball going to the hands of Pontejos, and a good feed to Claire Castro. So the Philippines now has a chance to take the lead after trailing by as many as 4, and Pontejos just did that. 11-10, the Philippines on top by 1. Hyun turning around, spinning, getting the roll on a finger roll. Tied game at 11. Jack Kanimam given an open basket by the smaller Hyun. Philippines on top by 1. Hyun gets away again with the left hand. What a game here for Vietnam. Pontejos for 2. Yes! Big basket for Janine Pontejos, the FIBA World Cup veteran. Giving the Philippines a 2-point lead. Lead pass too strong. Pontejos again for 2. That is short. She gets her own miss. Puts it up. Too strong. Anim up to Castro. Short stab. No. Ball goes to Yoon. 3 sorry misses for the Philippines. Yoon gets her own miss. Up against the land of the Giants. Here's Ngoc from the side, no. Four and a half remaining. Long distance stool from Janine Pontejos. Drilling it from way deep down the 2-point area. And it's a 4-point lead for the Philippines. And a steal by Anim to Castro. The Philippines now up by 5. What a game here in the second half as the defense has been cracked up by the Philippines. Bowie goes up, and she will draw the foul against Claire Castro. Severely threatened in the beginning, behind the hot shooting of Vietnam, the Philippines came up with a tougher defense, and these kinds of shots from their main gunner, Janine Pontejos, the World Cup veteran, banging away 2-point shots to give the Philippines only 3 team fouls for the Philippines, 1 team foul for Vietnam. The score may no longer be relevant here with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go, and only 4 points away from victory is the Philippines. But Vietnam has shown so much resolve, so much heart. They missed that one. Rebound goes to Jack Kanimam. Here's Bernardino, hounded by Bowie. There's a switch by Tran. Bernardino drives. She started the big comeback of the Philippines, and she continues with the onslaught. April Bernardino with an end-one play coming up. They were down by 4. It was Bernardino who showed the energy, showed the defense. And it's time to celebrate. Up by 6 with 3:58 remaining. It's a 6-point lead for the Philippines. They trailed by as many as 4 a while ago, 8-4. And ever since that time, it has been a 14-4 run. Trying to put the Philippines on the hill with this free throw. She converts. So it's now a 7-point lead, but more importantly, just 2 points away is the Philippines from getting into the finals. Bernardino trying to save that one, and it will hit the leg. Let's see, I think of a Vietnamese. So now the Philippines has a chance to win it with a 2-point shot or to come closer with a 1-point basket. Let's check that. It'll be Vietnam ball. Here's Hyun, still trying to make some room. Tran short on that one. Pontejos gives it to Animam, gives it to Pontejos, looking for the shot. That will clinch it. Here it is. No. Rebound by Animam to Bernardino. Follow up by Animam. Still not there. Two short ones. Bowie. All of a sudden, their outside shooting is no longer there, and a great block by Bernardino. Pontes for the win. Bang! The Philippines coming from behind, putting on a show as they were threatened in the beginning by the top-ranked Philippine women's 3x3 team. Coming on strong with a big victory and booking their first final seat in the 3x3 competition of the Southeast Asian Games. Janine Ponteos with 6 points from the 2-point range. April Bernardino with all the energy and of course the muscle and power of Animam and Castro to book the Philippines' first finals seat in 3x3 basketball, beating Vietnam 21-12.